welcome back to another resounding episode of ITC Sportsball. I am your man, Jerome Spann, and of course, we are here with the one and only, the legendary.
You know, it's your boy Mace. I'm here. I'm a bit under the weather, but you know I got to drop a hot take regardless.
Yeah. Under the weather. He's got that sickness. Yeah. He's sounding real grizzly today, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just be ready for it. So it happens. But of course, we have the number one troll around this parts. He is our producer. He is that man, Daryl.
I'm back. Another pod, another troll.
So, we have had some interesting stories come up over the course of this week, so we might as well get right into it with you people. And let's start here with something that's got a lot of people quite hot and bothered. Got them all, I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? Got them real crazy right now. And it's the fact that LeBron James got a fan removed from the game. And for those that don't know, the fan was removed from the game for saying that he hopes Bronny, who is LeBron's son, dies in a car crash. Now, look, I am all for good shit talk from the fans. I'm all for the fans trash talking, but that, you done crossed the line. So I asked this question for anybody who has an issue with what happened. If we're not going to allow the NBA players and these athletes to punch the fans in the face for when they say something slick, what recourse do they have?
Can I start on this one?
Go ahead.
Listen, bro. Can I die? Can you? I hope your son die. What? Listen, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I don't know what kind of tea LeBron sipped before the games, but I need it because my boy, I do not have that kind of patience or zen or none of that, bro. Like I'm going fake a ball out of bounds in his direction just so I can real quick. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what? I hope your son die. Come on, man.
Over a regular season game too. At that
in a regular season game that don't even at the beginning of the season, it's not even like this is like a regular season game versus a team that y'all fighting for playoff position. This is a regular season game. This is the one time he gonna show up in your city. So you just have to show out for that one time, my boy.
Clown shit. Daryl, how do you feel on this?
I'm going to take it opposite.
What?
I'm going to take it opposite. Yes, fans say crazy things. Yes, that is known to happen. I don't care if you're against the team, with the team, they say it. He let it get to him. Yes, it's his son. I understand that. But at the same time, you have a job to do, and that's the game. You should not be paying attention to all these fans and what they say. Even like giving the energy to that. It's the same thing like the last time. It's not long. The fans not touching you, going in the middle of the court. It shouldn't matter. Unless I'm not even going to say that one.
Say it. Come on, finish your statement because I'm over here waiting. I got a lot to say, and I'm just waiting on you to finish.
I'm just saying you can't say, well, depending on how close they were, and they were close.
That was front row.
And they were close.
They were sitting on the floor.
I still, yeah, he was wrong for saying that, but at the same time, I wouldn't entertain it. It's like internet trolling. It's like internet trolling. You're going to find every internet troll that comes out there.
But it's not internet trolling because this man is right there in your face, bro, saying this. Like, it's not, words over the internet. Somebody just typed a tweet. No, he is sitting right there within 10 feet of you.
Like, it's not like the dudes in the Raptors up there booing you, bro. My boy is like right here. Like I can see your face. Like I can visibly see your face and your lips move as you're talking shit. Like,
but what's the difference between the Raptors and the front row?
That's like the internet troll versus the dude in your face.
Daryl, do you think that an NBA player can hear a motherfucker from the rafters?
That's like the internet troll. You can bypass that.
But you have a choice though.
See, here's what I'm gonna call bullshit on you, Daryl. Daryl, if a nigga said to you, hey, you was out there, say you was in a Destiny tournament, let's say, okay, and you playing Destiny, and somebody in the crowd say to you, hey, Daryl, I hope your little daughter Mia died in a car accident. You nigga, you about to beat their fucking ass. So please stop trying to get all high and mighty and act like you should just ignore it. Man, somebody talking about your family, your kids, bro. You know damn well you about to beat the brakes off them. And like I said, if we ain't gonna let NBA players beat the brakes off them, what can they do besides this? Can you give me an option? What could have been done besides that?
You're not gonna like my answer.
Come on, let's hear it. Because you already talking bullshit anyway.
Okay, just let's go on the point that you just said. If I was playing Destiny, if someone yelled it out, right? So I'm going to drop my controller and go over there, whoop his ass, and then get locked up. That was worth it.
Hey, baby, I ain't say whether it was worth it or not. But hey, you tell me my kid should die in a car accident, I'm beating your ass. That's on principle, baby. You remember when Big Worm put up on Smokey and he was like, "It's the principality, Smokey." Yes, that's exactly what this is. It's the principle. So you want to say that flagrant shit, thinking that I can't lay my hands on you? Nah, baby. Let me show you that this world, you can get these for free.
This is the thing. This is the thing. I agree with your stance, but I'm still going to take the non-combative approach of it.
And that's why the hell we call you a troll, because you know damn well you be somebody say that about me and your ass gonna be jumping in the crowd. Ah! You gonna be hitting them with an AJ Styles phenomenal forearm. Boom.
We only Pele kicking over here.
Oh goodness. But yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I'm all for the healthy, for a fan talking shit, right? Like, look, I'm a guy that at a Bulls game to a dude that was on my team, I told him he sucked. Okay, all right. The crowd laughed at him. It's a good time. We all had a good time with it. But I wasn't out there talking about that man's family. I wasn't over there talking about his kids should die. There's certain lines that you shouldn't cross in trash talk. And in my opinion, once you cross that line, I have every right to beat the hell out of you. Even if it's just words. Once you cross a certain line, right here, got them for you.
I agree.
See, there's the truth. The troll came out of him first, and then he was like, let me get these.
Let me pull back real quick. And
But speaking of people saying outlandish and crazy ass things, Mace, your boy French Montana, that came out this week and said, hey, it is harder for me to be a rapper than it would be for me to try and become an NBA player. I'm going to just leave that right there and let you take it from there, Mace.
Shut your ass up. Listen, bro. You know how many lil such and such little trash cans and little trash boats out there that's living off of trap beats right now?
Yeah.
If you don't sit your ass down somewhere, you know how many rappers live in your city right now?
Wait, which city is he representing right now?
It don't even matter. Just pick one. How many rappers is in there?
Oh, Daryl,
he really said it.
Yes.
It's harder to be a rapper than an NBA player. Come on, man. All you need is 2 beats and 1 hit, and I promise you, my boy, like you can get further in life than you can trying to be an NBA player.
I know some people are gonna get mad at me for this, but my guy, Little Dicky's a rapper. Let's not act like he's great. Come on, baby. There's plenty, like May said, there's plenty. That's $5 on me. There are plenty of garbage ass rappers out there. Okay, like one of Daryl's favorites. You know exactly what I'm talking about, huh? What's his name? Trash Can? Is that his name? I can't fully remember because all I think of him is a flaming pile of trash whenever he pops in my head. Daryl, who could I be talking about?
I have a long list of trash.
You know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Go ahead, say his name. So when he sees this, he can know, oh, well, at least Daryl over there holding me down. Fuck them other two dudes. Hey, and that's cool with me. He can say fuck them other two dudes because I ain't fucking with your music, bro.
Riff Raff is a trash rapper. But he's entertaining. So with French, I think he definitely caught the amnesia when he put that thing out. So the whole NBA is easier. Nah, I'm sorry. That's false because it takes a lot of skill to constantly keep on throwing out threes, actually make it into the hoop, actually have the cardio and everything else go along with that. French is crazy. We already know this. I think he's actually just using a gimmick right now because of his album came out. So that's all I'm saying right now.
So think about this. There is a maximum at any given time of 450 players in the NBA. I can guarantee you there's more than 450 rappers with hits. So, I mean, come on, French Montana. The hell are you talking about? First off, the audacity of him to be the one to say that, too, is crazy. Dude, you don't spit no lyrics. You pretty much just a beat maker, and your stuff is just, that's it. That's it. So how are you out here talking about anybody in the rap game when your raps are trash? Your raps are roll them up, shoot it in the dumpster, take that grenade, throw it up in there too, blow it up. So, I mean, I think it's pretty funny that French Montana has the gall to say that when it's like, dude, first off, you ain't even a top 10 rapper. How the fuck is you talking about anybody else right now? And they craft. Because, look, you say that, but I promise you this, and this is something that I'm constantly trying to remind so many people. That bum on the NBA bench will give your ass the blues. He will come out and 11 OU. Look, you understand, there was a high, think about this for a second. There was a high-rated prospect that played against Brian Scalabrine. And Scalabrine beat his ass. Oh, not young Scalabrine. We're talking about Scalabrine in his 30s. Beat his ass. So y'all better learn. It ain't sweet in the NBA. So it's not easy getting there, man. I mean, hell, Mace, what is there? Over 100 Division I college basketball teams?
Yep.
And you somehow telling me it's easier to make it to the NBA. You better shut the hell up, French Montana. You better shut up. Nobody want to hear that. You full of it.
Yeah, I think all of us is just throwing that man in the garbage right now for that stupid shit.
Yeah, you got amnesia.
But it's keeping on the curve here of just outlandish things that happened this week. This week, on November 22nd, Taysom Hill signed a 4-year extension that could be worth anywhere between 40 and 95 million, depending on what position he plays. Mace, when the hell is this Taysom Hill madness going to stop?
I told you, bro. I said this deal looks like a I better be right deal. Because let me tell you something. This man sat behind Drew Brees for what, like 8 years? You trying to tell me not a single team tried to come get this man for them to become his quarterback in those 8 years that he was Drew Brees' backup? I mean, hell, Jimmy Garoppolo was Tom Brady's backup for what, 3 years? And the 49ers traded away damn near everything for him. And you trying to tell me Taysom Hill can't even get a second-round pick for his services? Nothing?
No, sir.
Nothing? And you want to give this man basically, hey, bro, if you can play quarterback for us in the next 4 years, like my boy's already like 31, 32.
Yeah, Taysom's
in the next
old.
4 years, he's going to be your starting quarterback. He's going to give this man $95 million. What? Sean Payton drunk.
By the time they hit preseason of next year, Mace, Taysom Hill will be 32.
Yeah. Sean Payton drunk. This is definitely I need to be right about this guy for my ego as more. I mean, how did he? How does he warrant that? What has he done?
Not a damn thing. A few gadget plays that got people hyped up.
Has this man even accumulated over 1,000 yards of offense in his career?
You know what? That's a good question. Let me see.
I mean, I know he's close. I know it's like
Let me see.
400 something here, there. I know it's fairly
Let that
close, but
Let that man get the bag.
Let him get the bag, Daryl said.
get the bag. He's stealing. He ain't getting the
Yeah.
bag. He's stealing. This man is
Yeah.
committing robbery and getting away with it.
Yeah, so he's got roughly over his career, he's got like 913 rushing yards
Okay.
on 171 rushing attempts.
Mhm.
Trying to see his passing. On passing over 142 attempts, he's got 1,003 yards.
Okay, so
But here's the kicker though, Mace. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he's not completing that high of a percentage. So yeah.
So for a guy who in his entire career has under 2,500 yards, this man has warranted $90 million.
Yep.
Just from taking a few snaps here and there. Come on, man.
So Daryl, I know the Saints aren't your team, but you've seen the madness that's gone on with Taysom Hill for the past couple of years within the New Orleans Saints organization, where they first tried to sell us that he could really be a starting quarterback, and we all know that shit ain't true.
Listen, Trevor Siemian is their quarterback now instead of him.
Do you feel how bad of a freaking quarterback do you got to be to Trevor Siemian, who literally, funny enough, guys, when me, my dad, and my brother were watching the games on Thursday, right? Literally, when we all talked about Trevor Siemian, he was like, "Oh, that guy's terrible. That guy is awful." Okay, so with all that being said, Daryl, do you? I personally feel like Mace is right here that this is Sean Payton just trying to be like, "I'm right. Y'all is all wrong. I'm right." Is that how you see it? where it's like he's so deeply entrenched in this position at this point that he's just like, fuck it. I'm staying here.
I would say, yeah. I would agree with that. It's just the fact that you're just throwing that much money at that. I think you could do better than that, but I guess they have a point to prove. I think this is a point to prove situation. That's all it is. Well, I'm not going to slander the man not doing nothing to get the bag, though. So
hey, look,
hey, man, I'm dragging him through all the mud right now, bro.
Look, let me tell you something. Him and Chase Daniel, legends at the bank, baby. Hell, Colt McCoy, a legend at the bank too. All that time he been playing, getting them NFL checks, boy, legend at the bank. They walk in there and they're like, "How you doing today, Mr. Hill? Can I help you with anything? Do you need anything? Can we get a massage for your shoulders? I know you're a quarterback. You know, you might need a massage done a little bit." It's like, no. He's not really a quarterback. He's just a legend at the bank. Getting paid like a quarterback, but he sure as hell ain't one. Look, I bet you anything, any one of us three can go out there and probably play better at quarterback and throwing the ball than Taysom Hill. And look, I'm going to tell you something. I've never been a great quarterback, but I know I can be better than that bullshit he doing.
That's like sad. Ooh.
Like this man he's been in the league for almost 10 years and has marginal contributions. Got 5 mil. No problem. 90 mil. No big deal.
So great. It's so great that Sean Payton just can't admit that he was wrong on that one. Like he literally, no matter what anyone says, no matter how bad he plays, he's just going to keep riding with Taysom Hill.
Because, I mean, think about this, bro. Like, there is no way that he can sit behind him and be a backup for that long and nobody just give them a deal they can't refuse if they really thought he was a quarterback. I mean, hell, I bet you Green Bay was turning down calls left and right for Aaron Rodgers for them 4 years. I mean, you see New England, they picked up the phone for Jimmy G, and they're like, "Hey, bro, what? Yeah, let's do it. Hey, bro, you out of here." Like, come on, man. Ain't no way you can be a backup for that long. Nobody wants you, but yet your team, oh, yeah, 95. We got it. We got it laying around. We got it. Come on, man.
They got extra money lying
Oh,
around.
but speaking of people probably getting held on to for too long and getting too much credit for what the little bit that they do, the stat was put out this week that the Browns have the NFL's single lowest catchable pass rate on targets to wide receivers deemed open or wide open, and that is per PFF. Mace, we've talked about Baker Mayfield a lot on over the course of this season so far because it's pretty much his prove it year, right? He has to really prove it this year in order to make the Browns investment something that is reasonable and actually something they should do. Seeing that number now, I know previously you stated when we did our season build up here, you stated that you didn't believe that the Browns should pay Baker Mayfield. Have you backed off of that stance at all based off of what's happened this year? Or is seeing numbers like that, has that just put it in concrete for you and said, no, y'all pay that man, you're in a trick bag?
Put it in concrete, man. You can put it in steel. You've laminated that bad boy. You have man, it's engraved in stone. I don't know what more we need to see from Baker Mayfield to tell the Browns that, hey, man, you just got to cash it in and try to get you a quarterback in the draft because this guy, he's not it. You ran Odell off. Odell put 4 more years onto Eli Manning's career off of one catch. Are you trying to tell me that guy, you couldn't find a way to get that guy the ball? You're trying to tell me you can't have a completion percentage around 70% when you have that type of running game? They literally gave this man a basically an all-time offense.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 really good receivers. They brought in tight ends and 2 running backs that can combined can do everything that you need them to do. With the offensive line, like you look at the Browns' offensive line, how many teams have a better offensive line?
Nobody. They got the best offensive line in the game, period.
So how in the world can he be so inadequate as a quarterback? Like you got guys running booty naked open, but yet the lowest passer rating to those guys. How you miss somebody wide open? Like I would love to see their 7-on-7 versus air practices. You know what I'm saying? I would love to just be able to see that. Like it's just one of those deals where receivers are falling on the ground trying to catch Baker Mayfield's passes the whole time because they're just so inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like usually you're 7-on-7 versus air, you hitting everybody in the stride, just dot.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is that like? Is it just one of those dudes are getting dirty in 7-on-7 versus air with this man? Like what is going on here?
Daryl, no, go ahead, mate. Go ahead, finish your thought. I'm sorry.
I just can't believe it, man. That the Browns somehow are still trying to hold on to this guy. At this point, they should just be all in on a new quarterback. So,
Daryl, with everything that's been said here, and knowing what the numbers are for Mayfield and seeing how his performances have been so up and down all season, right? Do you feel the Browns should actually re-sign him, or are you on agreement with me and Mace where we both believe, hey, you guys better not pay that guy. You better not, because you're going to be in a trick bag for however long his contract is. You better not do it.
That's the cry for help. A quarterback that doing that. Why would you pay him? Like, get him out of there quick. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, having that kind of low stat, you'll be a running joke for how long? That's That's not acceptable at all.
No,
I
it's
can't.
not.
No. They probably do better in practice than they do on an actual game. That's probably bad as it is. What? It's probably like some type of, what do you call it? Psychological meltdown when he gets on the field. Like, can't just do it. Can't throw it to open passers and stuff. That's just bad. Wide receivers just shaking their head.
The thing that I think is the most alarming to me here is just that, hey, the guy is missing open receivers. Because Mace, we talked about this, right, in our preview before the draft. I talked at length about how one of the big issues with Mitchell Trubisky, right, was what? That even if Nagy schemed some guys open, which isn't very often, right, but when he did, Trubisky would have missed the damn throw. Like I was just talking to my brother and my dad about this, how there were so many years, especially so many times, especially in year one, where Trey Burton would be booty naked, wide open, and he has to turn around or come back to the ball instead of being able to catch the ball in stride, which is absolutely absurd considering you're supposed to be a professional quarterback and a quarterback's supposed to be able to throw the ball. So looking at that and seeing the fact that that is still going on at this point where, hey, Baker, you're years in, it's not the offensive line, it's not your skill position guys. That only leaves me with you. So come on. Look, Cleveland Browns, I know you guys have been waiting so long to even have a quarterback that is average like Baker Mayfield is, right? Because he's average. He's not the worst quarterback in the league, but he'll never be the best, right? That's just who he is, plain out and simple. We know that to be factual at this point. But that doesn't mean you have to pay him. That's not what that means. It means you have a good team and you need to find a quarterback. That's what it means. And looking at this offseason, especially, we know Aaron Rodgers is more than likely going to be on the market. So if you are smart as the Cleveland Browns organization, you go after someone like Aaron Rodgers, because if you give Aaron Rodgers those weapons, you know he's going to make the tide rise. You give Baker Mayfield those, tides just staying, right here where it normally is. He's not going to make it go lower, but he's not going to raise it up either. He's just going to keep it right here for you. So I think this all dates back, though, to something where they screwed up in the first place, and that was the 2018 NFL draft, which, Mace, I really want to go back and touch on with you guys here on this first round. So when we go back and look at this first round, we'll start with just the first 10 picks here. We have some hits, we have some misses, right? But the misses were very bad. Okay, so you've got first, overall, you got Baker Mayfield to Cleveland, Saquon to the Giants, Darnold to the Jets, Denzel Ward to the Browns, Bradley Chubb to the Broncos, Quentin Nelson to the Colts, Josh Allen to Buffalo, Roquan to Chicago, Mike McGlinchey to San Fran, and then Josh Rosen. Looking back at that, Mace, which one of those teams do you feel like missed the biggest there? What's the team that you feel like that 2018 miss is now the reason that team is so piss poor now?
But we can't say – got to throw Josh Rosen out of there because Arizona, they understood their mistake and fixed that.
Outside of Josh Rosen, we already
expeditiously,
know. That's been
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they fixed that expeditiously.
Get out of here.
Let's see. Man.
It's a hard one for you, huh?
It really is. I mean, because, Denzel Ward wasn't a miss for Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, Baker?
For me, it's picks 1 and 3, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. And the reason why is because there's 2 quarterbacks that are better than both of those guys that got drafted out after them. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. That simple. It is. And then on top of that, let's say those teams didn't want to go quarterback, right, Mace? Let's just say that. Now let's go into 11 through 20. Minka, Vita Vea, Deron Payne, Davenport, Colton Miller, Tremaine Edmonds, Darwin, Jair Alexander, Leighton Vander Esch, Frank Ragnow, all guys who are still playing major snaps for their team. All of them. I'm sorry. This is why I always try and say that quarterbacking, I think a lot of times people get too caught up in looking at, oh, is he a pocket passer? Is he this guy? Is he the traditional build? That shit means nothing now. Okay. In a league now where the best quarterback in the league is mobile as hell, can make off-platform throws all the time, you probably screwed up big here. So, Daryl, do you feel like, looking back at some of these players that have gone here, right, and that were drafted after Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, do you feel like the Jets and the Browns both screwed themselves over? Because where they could potentially have had a guy for 10 years, now they're both in a position to where, hey, the Browns may want to sell it like they believe all the way in Baker Mayfield, but the numbers say, hey, baby, we know he's not that great. So do you think this is a decision that is going to haunt these franchises for like the next 10 years moving forward?
Yeah, it would, because of what the player has been giving off and how the team has been struggling. Like, it's going to definitely haunt them, I would say, because they have to deal with the decisions. Like, you had better picks and you chose not to get those. So
it's a damn shame. Look, I know how Mace feels, because me and him have talked about this draft a lot, and we've laughed at a lot of the decisions that were made by some of those teams, right? But at the end of the day, the MVP, one of the MVPs of the league, was drafted 32nd overall. And you had guys who were known as Hall of Fame general managers and all these quote unquote experts
Bill
saying
Polian.
Lamar couldn't be. Oh yeah,
we're gonna call you out.
Bill Polian every time, baby. Yeah. But we had people using this same mentality that was antiquated and not understanding that the league had moved forward. And now those guys look like idiots. And the reason why I say this to you is, again and again, what you need to assess is, how good is the quarterback at executing the system that is presented in front of him? Lamar Jackson won a Heisman Trophy at Louisville in a primarily passing offense. You know he's a baller. So Baker Mayfield bounced from school to school, finally got to Oklahoma under what's the coach's name? Shit, was it Lincoln Riley, right?
No, it wasn't Lincoln Riley. He didn't have Lincoln Riley.
No, right? I think Riley was there. Yes,
for Baker
he was.
Mayfield?
That was, yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure Lincoln Riley was there.
Okay, it might have been. It might have been when Lincoln Riley first got there. Yeah,
I think it might have been his first year. So yeah, it's just, I look at this and I say, Lincoln Riley has consistently shown that with his offense, because his first year was 2017, Mace.
Okay.
Not a minute. So, but he has shown over and over, right, that his system just alone is going to get guys open, right? But how good you are in the system really tells you how good that quarterback actually is. Let's take the example of Jalen Hurts, right? Jalen Hurts went from Alabama, which was primarily a running offense, right?
Yeah, a bunch of RPOs and play action type deals.
To now, he went to Lincoln Riley, where he really puts the ball in the air, and this dude was in competition for a Heisman Trophy. Then he gets drafted now to the Eagles, and we see now, Mace, I think we can say without a shadow of a doubt, that dude's a fucking starting quarterback, man.
Oh, yeah.
100%, that dude is a starter. He may not ever reach being top 5, right? But he can get to the top 10. He can get there, because the fact, the ability that he has had this year to put that team on his back consistently has been astounding. I think before the year, me and you both picked the Eagles to win like three games, dude.
Yeah.
And now look at them. they legitimately might actually make the playoffs this year, which is insane because nobody could have seen that coming. I mean, Daryl, ain't no way you would have been like, yeah, the Eagles gonna make the playoffs this year, seeing the shit show that they were last year.
Boy, playoff dreams. That's what that is.
Yeah, I ain't got none of those around here in Chicago because, of course, my head coach is a goddamn clown and we continue to lose week after week. And Mace, I'm just going to say this now. Fuck your Cowboys. I'm never picking them again. I picked these assholes 2 weeks in a row and they did me in both weeks, bro. Both weeks. Man. I can't stand it.
I'm right there with you, bro, but
I didn't pick them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, fuck you, man. Oh man, it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. But we've had some games already go across, from Thanksgiving here. So we might as well start here with our thoughts on some of those games. So Mace, just your overall thoughts on the games that happened on Thursday. Of course, we'll start it off with the Bears and Lions, and then we'll finish with your Cowboys here. So go ahead and let us know, how did you feel about the Bears Lions and the Bills Saints games?
How in the world do the Lions continue to play on Thanksgiving? Like, that's my first thought here. Who do they have? Who do they have dirt on that they just keep allowing them to play on Thanksgiving? Even with it being the early game, bro, like Thanksgiving are prime time games, bro. Like I would assume that they understand the viewership is going to be high on that day in particular, so they would want to maybe project teams who they feel are going to be good and put them on Thanksgiving. But I just don't understand how they get on Thanksgiving still. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Mace is so disgusted by this, bro. He's like, why are these assholes on? Why are they always on Thanksgiving? This is BS.
Yeah, I just don't get it. And then the Bills and Saints. I think I would rather see like divisional games on like a Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with teams that barely play each other, it's easy for it to have an outcome like that where the Bills is just like a one-sided ass whooping. I think that it's a lot easier to have games like that versus teams who rarely see each other. So I wasn't too fond of that game. I don't know, man. The Bills are just they're just a roller coaster, man. 1 week they look good, next week they look terrible. How did they get on Thanksgiving? The Saints with no Drew Brees, how did they get on Thanksgiving? How did the Raiders get on Thanksgiving?
This man hates everybody on Thanksgiving, bro. Hey, well, speaking of the Raiders, you know how they got on Thanksgiving? Because the NFL felt like they might be able to beat them Cowboys, which is what they did on Thursday, baby. How did that make you feel inside, Mace, watching your boy Anthony Brown? I don't even look back for the ball.
four pass interference calls. Well, see, I don't even want to get into like Dallas lost because of penalties.
No, fuck that. You present your BS argument you was trying to give me last night.
It's not a BS argument, bro.
That's a BS argument, and you know it.
No, they should not even. Okay. So for the people out there that that didn't see or just don't really understand that well, Dallas was in and it was in a late game situation where it was a 3rd and 18, I believe. And Dallas decided to run a cover 1, which is when there's only one high safety in the middle of the field and everybody else is manned up across. And Anthony Brown got beat and got called for a flag that pretty much ended the game. So in that situation, I just felt like that was a terrible call for the defense. At minimum, you go with a too high safety shell there, just so there's protection over the top, and your cornerbacks don't feel like they're on an island. Two, why would you leave Anthony Brown, who at that point had already had 3 pass interference calls called on him? Why would you leave him in any sort of one-on-one coverage at that point in time? But overall, man, I think both teams had double-digit penalties. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and look at the penalties and say like, once we went into that game without Amari and CD, I had real doubts on how well we were gonna do because Amari in particular has pretty much been the reason that offense goes. You can look at that offense from the point before he got there to after he's got there, man. He's the reason why Dak looks like a great quarterback. Like you can say what you want to about offensive line, Zeke, other guys they brought in, but that offense goes as Amari goes. When Amari's on the field, that offense looks 1,000 times better. Without him there, like I said, without CD's, he doesn't understand what it takes to be a number 1 receiver yet. So, yeah, man, I had serious doubts about the Cowboys winning that game without Amari there. But like I said, but like we said at the beginning of the season, while we were doing our preview, man, COVID was going to be the reason that your team lost a game. And I'm pretty sure it's happened to just about everybody's team here, and it's happened to me twice in a short week. So, yeah, man, it was bound to happen. Anthony Brown had some terrible penalties. I've had my doubts about him this entire season.
So I'm gonna ask you though, Mace. If you know your helps to the inside as a corner, what you not supposed to give up?
It was I mean,
come on now. If you know your helps to the inside, what can you not give up?
The outside, but
and what did he do?
He just got beat on the route.
He gave it up. He gave up
the cheeks. He been giving up the cheeks all game.
If he played his leverage correctly, what would have happened? He would have had an incompletion. But what he did?
A pass interference. That's what he would have had. The man already been called for 3 of them. Why would you even put him in that situation to get called for a 4th one? Why would you even put him in a situation to be by himself to get called for a 4th one?
Dale, what do you think here? Because my whole thing is like, hey, I get where Mace is coming from because Anthony Brown is not a great corner, right? But when your scheme is your scheme, right, you got to call what you got to stay true to what your defense is. So let me ask you, if it was you, would you have chose to stay with your scheme or to go to something else?
Stay with my scheme.
That's my whole point.
You can't just try to do like little what if this? That was a what if moment. That was a whole what if, and I don't have any words for this darn game. This game is just, that was the most silliest thing. That was like a miracle for the Raiders. That's what that was. That was,
like I said, with a game with like 12 plus penalties on both sides of the game, why would you not think that the outcome of the game could be decided by a penalty at that point? Like I mean, every scheme has some sort of prevent type situation built into it, regardless of if you're a cover 3, cover 1 man, whatever the case may be, man. But I think in that particular call on the 3rd and 18, man, you really have to play coverage there and hope and let's see if Micah Parsons can get home by making Derek Carr hold the ball for longer than he wants to in that situation, man. I think they should have went in a different direction on defense on that call in particular. But I mean, as far as the whole game goes, man, like I said, Dallas offense without Amari is.
Boo.
I mean, it's just that simple, man. For as good as the rest of those guys are on the offense, Amari is the reason why everybody can do whatever they want to on offense there.
I bet there's like a wasted video of that play.
I like it. I like it. Well, we've got a pretty good slate of games this week, so we will start with one of the more important games on the week, and that is the Stingle. Oh my goodness! I just tried to combine both of their names.
Oh my god!
Oh no! So it is Steelers at Bengals. This is a big game in that division because it looks like more than likely at least two teams are probably going to come out of the the AFC North, for the playoffs. With that in mind, though, this game could really end up being the decider for that number 2 team because I don't think anybody's going to take the division lead from Baltimore. Baltimore, I think, has figured out who they are at this point and understand what they have to do to win games. As long as Lamar doesn't get sick again, right? I think they're most definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, winning that division. So these two teams are probably competing to see who can get a wild card spot. The Bengals offense seemed to wake back up last week. We finally saw a reemergence of Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. So with all of that in mind, Mace, Steelers at Bengals, who you got?
I got the Bengals here. I believe that they will keep it going. They seem to. They're a really young team, so like when momentum is on their side, they seem to really ride with that. You saw, especially like early on in the year, how Burrow and Chase were clicking. If they can find that magic back, I do believe that they will be too much for the Steelers to handle. The Steelers have kind of rounded out into a average team, I guess, but I think the Bengals, let's say, as this is a divisional game, I believe that they present too many obstacles for them. They tend to play them tight. So yeah, I got the Bengals here.
I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I don't have no faith in Steelers. So I'll pick the Bengals as well.
I'm pretty sure Jerome, he would be picking. If I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and pick for him for a second, and I'm going to go with the. I believe he's gonna pick the Bengals. I think and in his words, he doesn't have any faith in the Steelers. He doesn't have any faith in Big Ben. But I do think the Steelers are supposed to be getting. I think their defense is supposed to be being healthy. I think Minka is supposed to be back out on the field. We'll see. I'm still thinking that it's going to be the Bengals though, and I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that Jerome is picking the Bengals as well.
And Mace would be dead on correct because you fucking right. I don't believe in the Steelers, bro. You damn right. You know me, baby. You know what time it is around here. Like, what would I look like believing in old Ben nowadays? Like, that dude has been so horrible this season. Like, nah, ain't no chance in hell. Look, the Bengals, they may have performed kind of poorly when they played the Steelers earlier in the season, but I think this is their get back. I think that was more of a product of them just being a young team that wasn't quite ready for the moment, that was probably doing better than they expected to start the season. And so I think, expectations maybe just got them, but I think now they have learned up to this point how to consistently try and win games and how they have to compete. And so, without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Bengals in my mind because, there's no faith in it. Look, I believe in Mike Tomlin a hell of a lot as a coach. I think he's top 3 coach in the game, okay? But Mike Tomlin ain't out there playing quarterback. So, I can't believe in them guys. But moving forward here, we have got a very big game for this team And another team where things keep going the way they are, it looks like they might be clearing house. We've got Eagles at Giants. Daryl, we're going to start with you on this one. Who you got? Is he going to do it, Mace? Is he finally going to do it?
I don't want to pick no team.
So you're picking a tie, is what you're saying.
That's a rare occasion in this world. I'm still doing it. I'm picking the Giants. I ain't picking the Eagles.
Oh my God. He hates the Eagles so much, bro. It's so crazy. I don't even understand why you hate them so much.
Can't understand it. It's just madness. It's madness within itself. I'll pick the Giants.
So, Mace, Giants, Eagles and Giants. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles here, man. Yeah, Giants are just a dumpster fire. They're just a dumpster fire.
Why did that just reset?
Daniel Jones he's a turnover machine.
The fudge happened there?
They just fired their offensive coordinator. They're in shambles over there.
Sorry, a little technical problem here, people. I don't know why this damn recording just dropped out of nowhere.
Oh,
it did.
Very, very frustrating for that to just drop. Let me get these guys back in here.
Oh yeah, Anchor did drop.
You didn't see it then. Wow.
In a second, I'm just reconnecting my headset. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay. Man, that's frustrating as fuck. I don't know why the hell it did that.
You got a link, Mace?
no, I do not.
I sent it to you in the Discord.
No, this is a Discord. Oh, you sent the
Oh no,
Discord link.
I sent you this. Oh shit, that's why. No wonder. Oh my God, my bad. It was supposed to just fucking.
Here you go.
Paste that.
You don't
Okay.
know.
Shit, I must have hit the wrong one. There you go, Blackie.
My boy.
Yeah, people, I'm not gonna edit this out, so y'all get to see. Hey, we had to put it back together here. Our recording stopped all of a sudden. It's fucking nonsense. It's actually never done that. It was weird. My phone just said, "This item has already been copied to clipboard," and then the recording stopped. And it's like I wasn't even touching my phone. What is it talking about?
All right.
There he is.
All right, I'm back in.
There we go. All right. So pick back up there. All right. So we already know Daryl hates the fucking Eagles with a passion. That'll never change. Mace, I believe you picked the Eagles here to win this game.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm rolling with the Eagles here. Daryl, you are sitting out alone on that drunken ledge there, because I'll be damned if I ever pick the damn the Giants here to beat somebody that's worth a damn. The Giants are very bad. Daniel Jones is not going to be their quarterback moving forward. So yeah, just going to keep it moving there. All right, next year we've had two teams that have been very disappointing in their seasons without a shadow of a doubt. One kind of playing to where they were at, where we expected them to be at, excuse me, and the other one that is kind of just pissed away their season. We've got Panthers versus Dolphins. So, Mace, who you got?
This is a weird one, man. Like you said, man, the Panthers, they had a lot of upside at the beginning of this season, and they just kind of dropped the ball here. Dolphins, they're just kind of fighting for their lives, man. I mean, whether it's Brissett or Tua in there, it always seems like they do just enough to get it done, whether it's a combination of both of them or just one of them. So I think the defense is finally starting to get their swagger, the secondary in particular. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins here.
Daryl, who you got?
I got Panthers.
I'm gonna just have to go with the Panthers here. I don't trust Tua or that offense at all. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Panthers here. And I think Superman has a big game because Superman is back. He's back, baby. But moving forward here, this is a big game for both of these teams. Titans at Patriots. I don't even think I need to explain why it's a big game because everybody's known these two teams have been good this year. So, Mace, who you got here?
I got the Patriots. I don't think I don't trust Tannehill versus a complex defense like that. So I got the Patriots.
Daryl, who you got?
I got Patriots. That's automatic.
Of course you do. Of course you do, Rev. God, man, this guy Daryl, bro, and these Patriots. Can't stand it. But not gonna lie to you, I'm with you guys on this one. I don't trust the Ryan Tannehill-led offense without having Derrick Henry as a major threat in that run game. I think they're going to have some struggles here offensively, and I think Ryan Tannehill has only played good like one time against a Bill Belichick defense, so I absolutely have no faith in him on this, so I'm going to have to go Patriots too. All right, but moving forward here, we have got two of the bottom feeders of the league this year, Falcons at Jags. Mace, who you got?
I got the Falcons here.
I don't think we even need an explanation because they're both just stinky. All right. Okay, so Daryl, who you got?
This is the Jags game.
Oh, Daryl's going with the upset special.
I don't even know if you could call this an upset. They're both terrible.
Fair point. Yeah, I'm going Falcons here. So I don't trust the Jags or the Falcons, but I trust Urban Meyer less than probably any coach outside of Matt Nagy in the NFL right now. So yeah. All right, moving forward here, a big game for both of these teams here. Bucks at Colts. Who you got, Mace?
Oh man, I got the Bucks because I believe their strengths on defense counteract what the strengths of what the Colts are. I mean, I think this game right here will kind of really let us know where Jonathan Taylor is as a runner, where that offense is as it goes to their run game. Like, how committed are they, knowing that they're going to be going up against the front seven with the likes of Vea and Levante David and Devin White manning the field. So I think it'll be the Bucks because I think they'll be able to control the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. So yeah.
So, well, this one's pretty, believe it or not, this is actually pretty easy for me. Sure as hell don't trust Carson Wentz for nothing. So I got to go Bucks here. Daryl, who you got on this?
Don't bet against Brady.
Of course.
Also, I believe that the secondary for the Bucks, I think everybody is off of IR now, so I think they are completely healthy again. I know they got Murphy Bunting back last week, and I think Carlton David actually comes back this week.
I think you are right on that one because I know I was watching NFL Live this week, I believe that's what they said.
Yeah, so I think they have a full complement of secondary of cornerbacks now again. So the Bucks are pretty much full strength defensively now. So good luck.
good luck to all the teams that have to play them moving forward here, because if that team is back to being healthy, it's going to be a long day for all of y'all. But moving forward here, we've got a big game in the AFC West here. The Chargers need to continue to try and win some games here, and the Broncos just need to do something to right their ship here. So Chargers at Broncos. Mace, who you got?
I got the Chargers here. This will be another one of those games where we just say, like, Justin Herbert has it figured out. Simple as that, man. I expect him to have a really good game. Keenan Allen is still Keenan Allen. Yeah, man. They've just got too much for him.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Daryl, Chargers at Broncos, who you got?
Pick Chargers. I was going to pick Broncos, but...
Oh, you was going to get drunk for a minute is what you were saying. Okay.
He's waiting.
All right. Two more bottom feeders here. Jets at Texans. Daryl, who you got?
We just slammed the Jets. I'm going to pick Texans. 100% I'm picking Texans. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, man, I gotta go with the Texans here as well. Who's quarterback for the Jets? Isn't Zach Wilson supposed to be starting again? Like in
yeah, from what I understand, they're supposed to be bringing that bum back this week.
Oh yeah, definitely Texans. Then yes, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Houston's getting the dub.
The Jets are horrible. The Texans at least look like a competent football team, but they just don't look like they have a lot of talent. So yeah, I'm going Texans here. All right, another pretty big game here that'll have some NFC playoff ramifications on it. Vikings at Niners. Mace, who you got?
I got the 49ers right here. I think this will be the point where the Vikings, like, they fall off for a few games right here, and we remember Kirk Cousins reminds us why we don't like Kirk Cousins.
Daryl, you already know I'm not picking Kirk Cousins, so we don't even need to go to me on this one, dog. So we just going to you. Daryl, who you got?
I'm going to go with Cousins.
Oh, my God. I knew he was going to do it, bro. I knew it. Ugh. God, I hope that carriage turns back into a pumpkin on you this week, man. I swear. Can't stand Kirk Cousins. Legend at the bank, though, baby. Legends at the bank. All right. So we've got a big game here for the top of the NFC here. Rams at Packers. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers has been completely ruled out yet.
I believe they say he wasn't practicing, but he's gonna play.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. But you know how that goes. All of a sudden Sunday comes along and it might be something different. So not 100% on if Aaron Rodgers is going to be there. But Rams at Packers. Mace, who you got?
This was tough. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Packers. Just because I don't believe that they have fully integrated Odell into the offense yet, and he would need to take that Robert Woods role at this point, and I'm not sure if he's ready to do that yet. So the offense may not look as good until he's 100% ready to step into that X receiver role for them. So yeah, I got the Packers.
All right, Daryl, who you got?
Got the Packers.
All I got to say is, fuck both of y'all. I'm going Rams. That's who I'm going with. You know, and even though in my heart I believe the Packers gonna win, because I think I got questions about the Rams, man. I got real questions. It seems like when they run up against good teams this year, they have not been very great. So I got questions about them, but I refuse to pick the Packers here, so we're going Rams. All right. And then our last two games of the week that we've got here, we have got Browns at Ravens, a very big game in the NFC North. Mace, who you got?
Ravens.
Easy.
We've already talked at length about how inept Baker Mayfield is.
Yeah, very fair. Daryl, who you got?
Ravens.
Yeah, I don't think it's even a question. The entire show is going Ravens here. Nobody believes in Baker Mayfield. So, yeah. And then to round out the week here with Monday Night Football, we have got Seattle at the Washington football team. Seattle trying to salvage something from their season, and Washington still trying to determine whether Heineke is going to be a guy that they could potentially have moving forward. Mace, who you got?
Yeah, this is what I got to choose from.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is correct.
Oh, man. I got Seattle.
Yuck.
I don't even feel good about that.
Arrow, who you got?
Washington, because my soul won't let me pick Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Seattle here. I think the better quarterback is going to pay off for them here. I think Russell Wilson, another week being back here, being able to get in some more reps and everything, I think he's going to be much better than what he was when he first came back here. So this is a pretty easy one for me here. I'm going to have to go Seattle. But, of course, we have to pick next Thursday's game, which, again, is another primetime game for Mace's team. Cowboys at Saints. Mace,
how in the world? Who is making these schedules? The Saints seem to always play the Cowboys really hard, man. Like, defensively, their defense matches up really well with our offense, but I'm still gonna pick the Cowboys because with Trevor Siemian pulling the trigger, am I really supposed to be afraid of that offense?
I don't disagree with you. I get it. Daryl, who you got?
Saints.
Nice pick. But I'm going to have to tell you that you're super drunk because the Saints have Trevor Siemian as their quarterback, and ain't no way in hell he is going to torch that Dallas defense. I think Dallas, this is their get it back together game where it's like, oh, wait, that's right. This team is still good.
And also, Amari will be off the COVID list, and
they don't even need Amari to beat this sorry ass team. They don't. They should be look. Did you see the way the Buffalo turned them over? That's the same thing that should end up happening with Dallas. There's no excuses for Dallas to do any less than what Buffalo just did. And Buffalo played piss poor for the first half. So there should be no reason that happens to the Cowboys. None at all. Absolutely not. If they do, Mace, I swear to God, if your team loses another game, bro, I'm gonna have to change my whole opinion on what their season is gonna be. Because at this point, I still feel like they can be in an NFC Conference Championship without a shadow of a doubt. They lose another game, and especially a team like New Orleans.
Actually, and also, this might be the game that D-Law comes back as well. Him and I know Gregory, they were both set to make their returns back from IR. I know that they're still going through like the evaluation process, but they are technically on the active roster. So with a full complement of defensive linemen plus being able to move around Parsons, I do think that our defense will eventually look better if both of those two guys come back. Because Parsons by himself is he wrecks. He's been wrecking games, wrecking drives. Even look in the Raiders game. That the reason why they got to 3rd and 18 because of two Parsons. He got busted the line, got a 1-yard loss, and then ended up sacking the quarterback on the very next play. Like he was the reason why they had a 3rd and 18 in the first place. But
Oh, but we thank you for sitting through another episode of the ITC Sportsball with your favorite host here. Of course, I am your man, Jerome Span. You can find me at JSpanTheMan everywhere on social media. You either see my pretty face, this guy right here, or you end up seeing the ITC logo, one of the two, and it is me all day long. And if it's not JSpanTheMan, then you know it's not me, because that is literally my shit on social media. That's what I use. Unless you know my Xbox tag, which I'm not giving out to y'all because I don't want no fucking random messages. So, Mace, hit them with your socials.
Yeah, you know, man, you can find me at Twitter, funky_stuff09, Instagram, Neen Summer, or catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/swaggymace. Hopefully, I'm feeling a little better to do a little bit more streaming here coming up pretty soon. So, yeah, check your boy out.
Daryl, where can the people find you?
Alvarez Effect, Twitter and Instagram. And for Twitch, will be X Suicide Kills X.
Boy, look at so much energy from Daryl. This nigga ain't got an excuse like you, Mace. You sick this week. Daryl's just like, nah, I'm cool this week, baby. I'm cool. But, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for being here for another episode. Just remember, you can send us questions on our Facebook page and also through my Twitter account and on like Twitch and stuff like that. Send us questions. If you got topic ideas, feel free to send them through. If we do choose your topic for the week, we will most definitely give you your credit and you will get your shine here on Sportsball with us. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you again for sitting down and enjoying another episode of your favorite weekend sports show, ITC Sportsball. He didn't do it again. What is his problem? What is his problem? You better say it. You better say Sportsball so I can hear stop.
Sportsball.
Oh my God, yo goofy ass, bro. You so fucking goofy now. So fucking goofy, man.
Oh, can't deal with this man.
No, can't deal with him. But very good show. Appreciate you powering through, Mace. I know you weren't feeling the best yesterday and today, man. So I appreciate you powering through it today. You were still good on point today. I could just tell though that you were feeling a little under the weather, and I don't blame you, shit, nigga. If I was sick, I'd be feeling the same fucking way. So appreciate you, Daryl. As always, keeping it cool with the troll. I like it, sir. I like it. So yes, very good work here, gentlemen.
One question.
What's up?
On the week of this December 11th card, I'm going to troll y'all. Both of y'all. That week. I don't know.
Lord. We gonna end up recording on the 11th. So yeah. Oh God, I can't wait to see this shit. I can't wait. Oh God, Mace. At least we know we in for some shit now.
Yeah, that's for some bullshit.
I just say, hey, Amanda Nunes, nothing.
Here he goes again. One day he gonna learn to respect the GOATs, but you know, that's one day. That's neither here nor there, right?
Can't be a GOAT. You can't lose weight.
Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. This nigga right here. Somebody come look at this.
You know what? Mace is better. He can come on sick and everything. Man, Nunes, nope, I got sinuses. Can't do it.
I had enough of this nigga right here. Okay, look, I'm about to go use the bathroom. I'll have the Cowboys in a little bit here because I'm gonna be on.
All right.
Peace.
See ya.